Hi, it's Veronica, and we're all back here at the Shaboo Prints Artist Studio. I'm so glad you're with me again. There's lots of things that we can continue to do. So we're going to continue to color. And if you want to color along or download the color page, you'll find that in the, how am I going to do that? Maybe in the post below, but you'll find that always posted throughout our Facebook pages, new coloring pages for you to download. And I invite you to do that and other activities, especially creative activities, because they can kind of bring you back to your real state, which is calm, caring, loving, and help block out a lot of those negative messages that are swirling around us right now. We're going to get through this. We're going to get through this together. Let's just hang out. We have a couple of shoes to color. I love how this piece is coming together. What would you do differently? I invite you to color on your own. Peaceful coloring. So with that, let's hang out. Let's color. Look at that. I'm impressed so far. So today, we're going to color the middle boot and this lovely pump. I think that'll be fun. And to get us in the mood, let's contemplate this inspirational statement. Maturity is when we accept our birth-given shoes, which we discover are hard to fill with anyone else. So I'll start off by selecting a gray-green, dark khaki color for the boot. I think this will be a cloth boot with some leather trim, leather laces. I think it'll be a strong yet lovely centerpiece to our creation. I'm going to delicately fill in these slender spaces. Start to practice my steady hand, refocus away from my daily tension and stress and worry towards creativity, towards peace, towards stability, towards calm, as I color ever tighter and become more steady, more centered. Nice. Let's go back up in here. Again, I will take the color out and then pretty much outline the space that I'll color like that. And then fill it in ever so gently. Now, ever so calmly. I can feel the relief that comes with the focus and intention of creativity. Let's also bask in the genius of this music, and we'll listen and let the music of Claude Debussy, Clair de Lune soak in. There. Now I'll jump up and start to color in the tongue of the shoe. Interesting how we call this the tongue. It's an inanimate object, and yet we refer to it as something that we have. Us humans, us animals, critters. Nature is our reference in everything, isn't it? It's our guide to color, shape, movement, sound. Right now I'm loving these smaller areas to color in. They're easy, they're quick. Makes me feel comforted. Gives me a little structure. Little bites that I can chew in order to accomplish something bigger. And we can do that with our lives, can't we? These little sections are like one day at a time. And that's how we'll get through this time, is one day at a time. If we could just focus on the day and get through the day. And when it gets really, really hard, we might have to make those chewable bites even smaller and take it one moment at a time. But we can do this, and eventually we'll get through anything if you break it down into doable little sections and chewable bites. There. We got through that maze of small little bits, and now we're opened up into a larger, beautiful area that we can just be free to color, be free to have large strokes again. Just like life, there are moments when things get difficult and feel tight, but they open up again. And our lives will open up again. This will be a moment in time, this difficult time in our lives. And the doors will open, and we'll be free to run and be and do again. We will. Just like this space here. And for now, I'm going to let my soul free to roam and color in this nice, beautiful space. Now I'll color in the sections that I would like to be leather. So I chose a nice soft camel brown, and we'll fill in like leather trim, leather bands. And here's where we have a lot of shapes and turns and tight sections. But I'm grateful that it requires my focus. I love this color. These are very earthy colors, grounding colors. And so is coloring. Coloring is so grounding. As I come around, fill in these tight spaces, pay close attention to to not only the areas I want to color, but to the larger picture as a whole. Having two kinds of vision, one focused, the other broader. It's a beautiful skill set that we have to use while just coloring. Great exercise of the mind and the soul. You can feel the contraction when you have to go around tight corners, and the expansion when you have free open space again. It's an exercise in being alive, isn't it? Now I'll get these tiny bits, like easy drops of color. Now I'll go to the right side of the leather trim. What I love about this picture is that every element, whether it's behind something or in front of something, regardless of its style, is just as important as the other element. No shoe is more important than the other shoe. And I love how the images are almost woven together. Like life, like individuals. Some personalities might be larger than others. Some people might be quieter. But each individual is of equal importance. Now here's a hard-working part of the shoe, the toe, the leather toe protector. It leads, sticks itself out first, risks getting stepped on, yet promises to protect the toes beneath it. So we'll color this section in with joy but caring, grateful for its sacrifice and protection. What a pretty shape this space is. Check it out. Now I'll take a darker gray and fill in the inside portion of the ankle portion of the boot. Like so. Nice, big, easy space to color. Curved. I'll just outline a little bit here. And up. And fill. When you color, what do you like best? The outlining or the filling? Maybe even both. I guess I like both also. But sometimes it feels really good to just get a nice outline. Other times it feels good just to go crazy and fill in the space. This face is very smooth and rounded and easy and fun to fill, unlike the area around the laces we tackled a little while ago. And I think I'll use the same color for the eyelets here. 1 and 2. And I think the color's appropriate for the sole of the shoe too. I think that'll work. Nice, easy bend of the shape here. Easy fill. Nice and easy. Here we want to focus. Get into these smaller areas here. Ta-da! Now for a nice dark brown leather shoelace to add some contrast. Strong colors, but pretty colors. Calming colors, I think. I'm obviously in a very relaxed state. I could have colored it purple, and maybe another day I would have. But today, this boot is going to be colored with grounding colors, because I would guess I probably need a little grounding myself. This is an emotional expression of my current state, isn't it? It's a form of communication. So while I may not always be able to put words to my feelings, I believe creativity helps translate them in another way. Playing and creativity are such honest, pure forms of expression, because you're who you really are in those moments. So what you express is really you. Did you know joy is considered the purest form of love? These turns are kind of reminding me like a road right now. Like coming down a mountain, back and forth, hairpin turns, adventure, joy, maybe sometimes fear if you're coming around a bend too fast. Always just on the verge of losing control, which makes it kind of thrilling. I can almost hear myself laughing, then screaming, then laughing again. Reminds me that no matter how harrowing life might feel at times, I wouldn't want it any other way, because all of the fear and all of the thrill are opposite ends of my life spectrum. And I'd rather feel it all than none of it. And so therefore I have to be grateful that fear exists alongside love and joy, because it means I'm living a fuller life. There, a road well traveled. Our laces are done. Now we can add a second layer of play as I add some highlights, create dimension, depth, volume, mass. It really is a wonder that we can create all of those illusions with color, isn't it? And now with each stroke, it appears more real, more three-dimensional. We start to let it breathe and come alive with the stroke of a pen. Coloring is empowering, I must say. Now for our little highlights on the tongue and the gray areas around the neck of the boot and the front there. That's looking really good, but I think I'll save the red pump for next time. Thank you for being here with me.